Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about the number system. As we know that there are different type of number system like binary number system, then octal number system, decimal number system and hexadecimal number system. So first of all we will talk about the binary number system. In binary number system basically we can represent it with the radix 2 or base 2, and basically the number which can lie in binary number system is 0 and 1. So here we can say that here the base is 2, so the total values which can occur over here is total values will be 2, but the number which can occur it is only 0 and 1. Suppose next if we talk about the octal number system. In octal number system we can represent it with the base or radix 8, so we can say that the total number which can be there is 8, but it will start from 0 and it will end till by 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So if we talk about the decimal number system, again we can represent it with base 10 and the total values will be 10 and it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And when we talk about the hexadecimal number system, so here we can represent it with radix 16 and the number which can lie is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So here if we talk about the 10 and 10, then it is a 2-digit number, so we can represent it with A. We can represent it with A, and 11 we can represent it with B, here C, here D, here E, here F. It means that in hexadecimal notation, basically total we can represent it with radix 16 and the total values will be 16, but it will start from A and it will end till F. We can, the last digit will be F, which can be represented F can be represented of 15, E can be represented of 14, D can be represented of 13, C can be represented of 12, and D can be represented 11, and A can be represented of 10. So these things we have to keep in mind, that how can we represent the number system. The one most important thing is that suppose in any base 8 will be there or base 16 will be there, base 10 will be there, then we have to understand that if base 8 will be over here, then we can, the number which can lie over here, it should be between 0 to 7. Like we can write over here 137. It is true for the radix 8, but if any number which can be like 2, 3, 9 and here and here it is written radix 8, so it is a wrong. This particular information, if it is given to you, it means that this is the wrong, because in radix 8 the number which can lie between 0 to 7, so this is true and this is the wrong one. This is about the conversion. First of all, we should understand that how can we convert one number system to the another number system. Like if we have the binary number system or hexadecimal number system or octal number system, if we want to convert all those numbers to the decimal one or vice versa, then what is the procedure which we have to follow. So first of all we will see how can we convert the binary number into the decimal one. Like if we have any binary data like 1 0 1 1 0 1, suppose this the binary number is given and we have to convert this number into the decimal one, then what procedure we have to follow. First of all, just see that, just check the position of all these integer part. Like here we can assume that the position of this number is 0, then again we will take the position is 1, here the position is 2, here position is 3, here position is 4 and here position is 5. Then we have to do what we have to do is here we will take this 1 and we will take the radix 2. Here we use the radix 2 and the position is 5, then we can multiply it with the radix 2 and the position 5. So we can represent it with 1 into 2 k power 5. Then for this 0 value, what we have to do, we can write 0 multiply by 2 के power 4. And here if we have one value is given, then we can write 1 into 2 के power 3. And if we talk about this one, for this we can write 1 into 2 के power 2. For this 0 we can write 0 into 2 के power 1. And for this one we can write 1 into 2 के power 0. So what will be the answer? Here we can write 32, and here 0, here it is 8, here it is 4, and here it is 0, then it is 1. So the answer will be 40, 44, 45. So we can see that how can we convert the binary number system into the decimal one. So the next example is suppose here in this example there is only integer part will be there, but if suppose fraction part will be also added, in that case how can we solve for the decimal one? Like if we have 1011.011, suppose this example will be there, this question will be there, and if you want to convert this decimal octal number this binary number into the decimal one, then first of all we will take the position of this. Here it is the integer part, this is the fraction one, then here we can write 0, 1, 2, 3, or here we can write -1, -2 and -3. Then for this one we can calculate for 1 multiply by 2 के power 3, then 0 plus 0 into 2 के power 2, then 1 into 2 के power 1, then plus 1 into 2 के power 0. This is for this integer part. And when we talk about this fraction one, then we can write 0 into 2 के power -1 plus 1 into 2 के power -2 plus 1 into 2 के power -3. So we can write 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 by 4, then 1 by 8. So we can write 8 to 10 and 11. Here we can write 0.25, here 1.25, here 0.375. Then the answer will be 11.375, which is in the decimal part. So here we can see that how can we convert the binary number system into the decimal one, and here the fraction, when the fraction part is added, then how can we convert this binary into the decimal part one. Now if we can say see that how can we convert an octal number into the decimal one. Suppose if any octal number will be given to us, that is like 237, that is in the octal form, and if you want to convert that octal form into the decimal form, then how can we convert it? Like again we will take the position of each digit 0, 1, 2, then we can write 2 multiply by radix. Here the radix is 8 and the position is 2, then plus 3, radix is 8 and the position is 1, then 7 into radix 8, position 0, and now we can say 64 multiplied to 128, then 24, then 7, then here it is 31, 1935, 159. So here we can say that we can easily convert the octal number into the decimal one. And suppose again if any fraction part will be there, like if we have any number like 137, then suppose 24. Suppose the number is given, the fraction value is given, and it is in the octal form, and if you want to convert it into the decimal one, then what we have to do, we will again follow the same procedure. This particular position is 0, here 1, here 2, it is -1, this is -2, then we will take 1 multiply by radix 8, position 2, plus 3 into 8 के power 1 plus 7 into 8 के power 0, then plus here it is 2 multiply by 8 के power -1, then plus 4 into 8 के power -2. So we can say yes, it is 64, then here it is 24, then it is 7, plus this value is 1 by 4 and this value is 1 by 16. So this value is 31, so 5, this value is 95, and here it is plus 0.25 and this value is 0.06 near about, so it will be 95.31 around. So we can convert, or if we solve those things, then we can say 96.425 31. This will be the answer. So we can easily understand it. How can we convert the binary number into the decimal or octal into decimal? The first thing which we can understand that if you want to convert any radix to the decimal point, in that case you will multiply it with the radix of that number and the position. You have to keep in mind this. If you have to do the any radix if you convert it from any radix to the decimal, you have to do the multiplication, and if you want to do the vice versa, in that case we will follow the division phenomena. Now if we convert the hexadecimal number into the decimal one, in that case, suppose if we have any number that is A1 and C, and if you want to, that is in the hexadecimal form, and if you want to convert it into the decimal one, we have to do the this is the position 0, this is the position 1, this is the position 2, and A can be represented as 10 multiplied by 16k power 2, the position is over here, base is 16, plus 1 into 16k power 1, plus C. C can be denoted as A can be represented as 10 and C can be represented as 12, so 12 multiplied by 16k power 0. So here the answer will be 156, 256 multiplied by 0, 2560, then plus 16, then 12. So the answer will be 2528, 2528. It means 88. That will be in the decimal form. So this is a simple example which we can easily understand that how can we convert the hexadecimal number into the decimal one. Again, if there is any fraction part will be there, we can go through with it. Like if we have any hexadecimal notation like A2 3 point, suppose this is the 16 and 48, the number is given, and if we want to convert this number into the decimal one, then here we can again 10 multiplied by 16k square plus 2 into 16k power 1. Here position is 2 1 0 minus 1 minus 2 plus 3 into 16 power 0, then plus here 4 into 16 power minus 1, then plus 8 into 16 power minus 2. Here we can say 256, 2560, then 16 to the 32 plus 3, and here we can write 4 by 16, 4 by 16 and 1 by 4 plus 8 by 16, and 1 upon 16 into 16, 16 into 16 multiplied by 8, 1 upon 32. So if you want to convert it, this value will be 2560, 35 it means 95, then plus here it is 0.25 and here it is 132, 1 upon 32, it means 0.03. It means the answer will be 0.28, or we can say 2595.28. This will be in the decimal form. So easily we can convert. How can we easily convert hexadecimal notation to the decimal one? So we have seen that how can we convert all binary number into the decimal one, octal number into decimal one, and hexadecimal into decimal one. So it is very easy. If you do the practice, you can easily understand it.